Hello YouTube, it's me, Britny, and I am on the road. As you can tell, this is like the first time I've ever really recorded here because I finally figured out how to get my camera set up in here. It took me almost this entire road trip to do it, but I thought, man, I'm driving through Kansas. There's absolutely nothing out here. The sun is shining directly in my face. It's like the best lighting I can give you guys. So I just wanted to talk about my Mother's Day church experience today, because today was Mother's Day. It's Mother's Day, and happy Mother's Day to all you mothers out there. Whether you're a trans mother, a cis mother, it doesn't matter. All of us are celebrated today because this is really just a day about women, and that's really what I want to talk about, because it's supposed to be that in church too, but not according to my mother's new pastor. So for Mother's Day, I went home and I was spending it with my family, and my mom goes to church every Sunday, and so as a Mother's Day thank you, I love my mother, I go to church with her this morning, and I looked really fucking hot, by the way. Just the sexiest girl in the room by far. But anyways, so what happens is, if you guys can tell, my middle console thing is a transgender symbol, and now it's gonna be on my face. But anyways, so we go into this church, and it's Mother's Day service, and it started off just like an everyday church service. You know, they pray, they sing. I tried to pretend to sing as best as I could, but basically it was, just normal church. And then this preacher gets up, and I'm like, who is this guy? I've never seen him before. Now granted, I've been to this church for probably 25 years in my life. My mom has been a member, and we've been going to this church for a long time. So I've seen more than one preacher preach there before, but this guy's something that I've never seen before. And she says, he's just been hired last year, and didn't say anything else. Probably for a reason, because she probably wanted to see what my actual opinion of him was, and it's not gonna be good. So this guy on Mother's Day chose, if you want to go look up, he chose Judges in the Bible, Judges chapter 5, verse 1 through 8. And just a brief, I'm not super hardcore Christian, but I do have my own beliefs I was raised in, and I've come to my own conclusions with religion. But anyways, so this passage is about a prophetess named Deborah, and Deborah basically reignites the Israelites or something like that. Go read the passage. But he basically says that God chose Deborah because there was not a man good enough to do the job. And so women need to be strong is what his theme was. We need strong women. But then he proceeded to say only strong enough to put their man ahead of them to do the job. And God really doesn't want to call on a woman to do the job, but when there's no man available to get the job done, he will call on a woman. So that was the basis of what he was trying to say, I think. But what really came across was, at one point he spoke about his time in the military and how he does not believe that women belong in the military, and he bragged about how during a promotion board he had a female officer ask him, does he think women belong in the military? And he made a joke about it, and the other men laughed, and he still got the promotion, so it obviously wasn't a bad thing. It was the most sexist, chauvinistic, misogynistic sermon ever. He, for 25 minutes, this preacher literally said that women are nothing better than for giving birth and to push the man ahead. They just don't have it in them. They're too weak. And he's in a room where women outnumber the men 3-1. And my mother sits in the front row, so I can't see how others are reacting to this, but I know they can see how I'm reacting to it, because I definitely was reacting to things. it was he referenced the lady in Dallas who went to court because she opened her salon and went to prison or whatever, or jail or whatever. And he said, that's the type of strong woman we need in our world today. And I said, no, that, like I said, I don't really do much religion. I've come my own peace with it. But yes, she is a strong woman in Dallas, whatever her name is, I can't think of it, but she's a strong woman. I'll give her that. But not what you're trying to say. You're trying to say we need strong, compassionate Christian women to help lead the way when men can't, which is still kind of fucking male, fucking chauvinistic, misogynistic fucking bullshit. But like, I'm trying to keep on your premise here and say that, okay, but that's not a good example of that. Like, that woman knew what she was doing was wrong in Dallas, so much so that she had armed guards placed in front of the salon on the day that she opened, knowing she was probably going to get in trouble for being open. So, I mean, she's a strong woman, yes, because she's got opinions, but strong and stubborn is not the same as strong, compassionate Christian. So, like, it was just a very strange thing. And, like, the best part about the whole thing, honestly, to me, was that, like, I didn't hold my tongue. I was really trying my best throughout the whole sermon to not say anything, but I did occasionally, like, whisper things to my mom. I wrote something down at one point when he was talking about, you know, like, he first started the sermon, women be strong, we need strong women, and then he immediately went into his time in the service and that women don't belong in the army. And I was like, I wrote down to my mom and to my brother who was sitting next to us, and I said, we need strong women, but only until it infringes on my manhood. Titled by the preacher. Like, that's the title of this sermon we're hearing. And, like, my mom didn't really say anything. Like, really, I felt so bad for my own mother. Like, I looked at her at one point and I just said, I love you, Mom. I just love you, okay? I love you. I'm here because I love you. Because I want to leave. That is how bad it was. It was so bad I wanted to leave. And he didn't even get to any LGBT things. He came so close to venturing into it, but then I think he kind of looked at me, and then I know there was another lesbian that was sitting, you know, in the pews, not too far away from me, and so I think he was like, whoa, I better just hold back. That's too risky, you know, like, so it was insane. And I just thought, you know, I'm bored in Kansas right now. The sun hasn't gone down, and my car on the way here in the middle of the night, all of my interior dash lights on the front, like, just went, I'm done. So, like, now I can't see any of the speedometer or anything like that at nighttime. So, like, I couldn't really use my phone at night anyway to record. You wouldn't have really been able to see me. So I'm like, let me record now, because I have to turn my phone into my speedometer when the sun goes down. But anyways, if this is your first time watching me, guys, I love you all so much. Please hit that subscribe button. Thanks to every single one of you guys that have already subscribed. This was our very first Britny on the road, and I promise you we're going to do more, because these things are going to happen often, where I just all of a sudden in the middle of nowhere on the road want to tell you things. So hit that subscribe button for more. Remember, follow me on Twitter at Britny Rose. I love every single one of you guys. Be safe out there. Bye-bye.